Okay, another day, another dollar. Back into the room. I just brought all the bits up from downstairs. Today, it was sorted and charged. Today the new battery come for the control unit, and I've tested it. It's at 13.2, so that's a good battery. And I've now got all the bits come, well, two of them, the receiver and the speed controller for the radio. So today I'm going to get the radio in front put on and get it balanced out, ready to fly. That's all my models done then. Anyway, I just put a cup of tea up and have a nice play up here. I've took the radio wings, I've left them up there. I've put the radio down and I've now got it in the workroom. Let me put the lights off, save electric, everything's gone up. Now I've got the radio in here. I've only got the one box, so I have to get another, I'll have to sort some out for the wings. But anyway, there you can see the front of the radio. You can see how she's smashed and bashed, and now I've got to put a new front on her, which won't take no time. I'll do that now. Tailplane's okay, I'll check it all, but I think it's all okay. And she's great fun to fly, this sort of thing. Here we go. Okay, first things first, I've got to cut off. This is all original radio up to here, and that was a false front I stuck on. So I'm not sure how much front was missing and where I've got to put the motor. So what I do, I make up a false bit of anything sticking out, polystyrene, anything. I tape it on, and then I tape that on there, say like that now. Right. And what I do is I place everything where I know it's going to go. This already got the servos in, they're already in, they're underneath. So all I've got to go in here is the receiver, the battery and the controller, or speed controller, and the motor on the front. First of all, as you can see, I'm peeling back the old stuff where we extended it before. There's strengtheners on there, look. But I'll make something to strengthen it through there to the front bit. Anyway, that's that off, and I can cut that off and then cut the front off. Okay, there's the foam I've just cut off. Can you see the density of it? And look at the density of this. This is tougher than that. It's good stuff to replace the front with. Anyway, I've cut the front off. Now the radio is made in 2 halves, but the 2 halves are splitting on the front. So I'm going to have to seal that first before I do anything. Okay, the front's cut off. Running underneath is a plastic strip, a radio strip, that joins these 2 halves together. It strengthens this bit here. So that's back in place, that's tight, and that's all sealed now. Going to be ready for a front to be cut and put on there. Okay, so like I said, trying to work out now how much of a front I need on there. This motor is basically the same weight as the motor that we'll be putting on there. And battery will go there, that'll go there, and it'll move about as well. But there's the centre of gravity. If I pick that up now by that, get the tailplane clear at the back, she's balanced just slightly too heavy, which, as you know, when you build these things, you can adjust your takeoff weight with your battery, which is what I'll be doing with this. But there you go, she's all set. I'm just going to cut the nose now to the length that would be the back of that motor there, because that's where the other motor would be hanging. Anyway, that's how I work out, so I know how much of my foam to cut, because it's bloody good foam, I don't want to waste it. Okay, so that's radio, I'm ready for a new front. If you watched any of my videos, I told you I don't do nothing perfect. I do everything perfect, but not perfectly good looking. And I use whatever I got around me, and that's why I get things done quick. My bench, I just marked it there and there, and I can take that off, and then when I get a bit of foam I can cut it to that, so I'm not going to lose sight of what I got there. Anyway, that's how they use, and when it works, it works. Well, like I told you, I have 4 of these on a washing machine, and it's fantastic foam. It's really hard, but now that'll make 1, 2, I'll get 3 fronts out of that, but this is going to be the first one. 3 fronts for the new gliders. Anyway, it's a shame I got a break into it. That's how you can circle mark the foam off. The front's not quite as high as that, but this here up to here, as you can see, is more than enough for what I need. Anyway, let me get on with that and get into it. Back of the foam block cut to width, and now I'm going to cut it down through here and here. So as I'm just taking that corner of the block off, because that there could possibly be a front for another glider. And then, as I say, there's enough for another 1, 2, or possibly 4, depends how damage they get next time. And take it from me, they will. I've had this glider near 20 years, me and the brother, and he's been bashed and crashed and repaired many times. And he's fantastic to fly. If you're thinking of buying a glider, buy a Radium. But do the wing conversions, so the wings never get damaged. Okay, so that one's cut. Just finished to cut the front for that. This one's just sliced through there now, and then shaping up obviously. And that, I've got that much foam left, and as I say, that'll be another front and possibly another 4 fronts there. Fantastic stuff. But before I do too much work, I'll have to clean all this out with a vacuum. And I say clean it out with a vacuum. Down in the garage I've got a foam cutter, I wouldn't make none of this mess. I just can't be actually going to get it. There's the front, cut the length and cut the width. And as you can see, my cutting ain't never square, but if I put it on at that point, that makes it run square, which is the main thing. So I've got to cut this off now, and I leave it oversized because I take that all down with a hot. You see the black end of that? I run that over it, and it makes it get the shape. So now the block's cut the size, and now I put it in the vise. And it holds it. It's not solid, but it's solid enough to hold it while I put the top on. Anyway, now we put this on the way we marked it to go on, and we glue that on, and then we shape it and do the biz after. So there you go, all ready for shaping up. Well, as I showed you with the last glider, there's the piece put in place now, ready for trimming and shaping, cutting out, and the motor mounting on the front. And she'll sit in that vise now. Should only take 5 minutes, and that'll be solid. But that's pulling it down tight. In the meantime, I'll get the voice vacuum in there and see if it's working. She never cleans the fucking thing out, so I doubt it is. But I could do with a good vacuum in here. Okay, so while that was in the vise, I had a clean up, as I say, and I went down the garage and I got the foam cutter. Haven't used it for a few years, but all it needs is a new bit of elastic. There's the wire. I don't know if you can see the wire. Use a new piece of elastic and pull the wire tight down for here. And then I'm going to make up, I might use this or my Dremel thing to power it up. And then I can cut this without making too much smoke. Well, I don't make a lot of smoke at all with that. Anyway, I don't want to do it in the house, so it's either that or not get it done today. Now wedged into a couple of my files up there, and stand that down. And then once I got the foam cutter going again, I can just straight that down to take the surplus off. But first of all, I've got to work out some power for this. I put the wire on. It's only 10.1 volt, but it will cut it, but it's slow. But it cuts it and it seals the edge. Nice. But I don't get any smoke, so that's why I'm going to cut the pin. And I can turn this one off just by putting the plug. Okay, so I've got to position that one ready for cutting. Couldn't film you me cutting it, but you see it drops off. I've cut it now. It's basic shape. I need to get in a better position now so I can run it over a few more times, and that's what we get. Foam cutter's back on the wall now, but in the house, not the garage, so I can use it up here when I do more models. Anyway, that one's cut down now. Bit of sandpaper now, and that'll trim that up to shape it. And then by the time I put the tape over the top, that's as strong as it needs to be. Anyway, we made that foam cutter along with a big one for making wing slabs. It was on a table and you just push the wings under for cutting them. But that was years ago when we used to make our own models. Not now, don't bother anymore. I'm just checking her now from above. And if you look down her line, you'll see that if I put something on the front of it, that now is thrown out by about 2 degrees, which is perfect. When the wood goes on there and the motor goes on there, that's perfect for allowing for when I rev up, how it pulls the plane over. I'm sure it should got off to the right. I hope I got it right.